3 days above the Arctic Circle. And one night we'll never forget. Most people book their Lapland trip months in advance, and many never see the Northern Lights at all. I know, because I made that mistake myself. I spent an entire winter week in Iceland, crystal clear skies many nights, and still I didn't see a single aurora. So this time we planned it differently. We began by consulting the long-term aurora forecast provided by the Geophysical Institute in Alaska. Although it utilizes NOAA data, it allows for selecting Europe specifically, which showed us when greater geomagnetic activity was expected over Lapland. In the video description, you will find links to the website and all the other websites we used. Next up, Space Weather Live. This is your go-to source for the coming day's activity, the moon's phase and the high latitude forecast. Think the Arctic regions. You'll want a dark moon and a forecast showing KP4 or higher for a couple of days. That's when your chances of catching the show jump dramatically. But activity isn't enough. You'll need clear skies. So before we booked anything, we checked the long-term cloud forecast for Sariselka. If the night looks mostly clear, that's your window. And here's the most important part people miss. Don't book months in advance. We booked just 10 days before the trip, right when the aurora, moon and weather forecasts all aligned. Yes, it can be more expensive to book late. But Lapland is expensive anyway, and this strategy dramatically increases your chances of actually seeing the lights. Once we arrived, we checked the local hourly forecast every evening. The Finnish Meteorological Institute gives real-time updates for both aurora activity and cloud cover. And guess what? It worked. We didn't see the lights every night, but the night they appeared was unforgettable. A landscape of endless snow, blue light and temperatures far colder than anything we're used to. Wakes you up a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it wakes up, yeah.
From Zurich to Helsinki, and finally from Ivalo Airport to Sariselka, a quiet village resort deep inside Finnish Lapland.
Do you think the roads are icy?
At least it's snowing. The morning we arrived, we stayed active. A pair of snowshoes, a quiet forest trail and nothing but the sound of fresh snow under our feet. Lapland in the winter feels wonderfully still. Even the trees seem frozen in place. Then, a burst of movement in the trees, tiny birds darting through the branches, quick enough to disappear the moment you blink. Yeah, clear sky. Every turn opened into something brighter, softer, almost unreal.
Then we drive them down to the lake, where is the starting point.
Ooh.
The driver will stand like this and keep your boat hatch here.
Then came the moment we'd been waiting for, our first husky ride. The dogs were loud, excited and ready to run. But the moment the guide released the line, the dogs stopped barking. Everything went relatively silent, except for the sled gliding over the snow.
How is it, baby?
It's good.
Oh my god.
We rushed through the frozen forest and open plains, surrounded by some of the most peaceful winter scenery we've ever seen.
Close itself, yeah. She's like a touch dog.
Do you drink coffee?
Yes, please.
After the ride, we warmed up inside a traditional hut, listening to stories by the fire, with a very relaxed cat supervising the whole time. Our base for the next 2 nights was this luxurious cabin, complete with its own private glass igloo.
So here is our accommodation.
Inside, a fireplace, a small sauna, and massive windows opening onto
No,
the
it
forest.
doesn't have the correct.
We didn't know it yet, but this would become the perfect place to watch the northern lights.
Should already warm up the phone if we want to resume because it takes a few moments. Yeah?
After having rested up in our igloo hut, we were ready to go out on the snowmobile safari to look for auroras. We geared up, stepped into the Arctic night, and followed our guide deep into the forest.
I go outside before we boil.
It's down if I try to start.
We saw a faint glow, just a hint of green behind the thin clouds, enough to keep us hopeful. By the time we returned to the cabin, we were frozen and exhausted. Our camera had even frozen. We had no idea what was waiting for us at the cabin. We stood in the snow, breath hanging in the air, watching light dance across the entire horizon. Back in the igloo, the view was unreal. Curtains of light moving in every direction. It felt like the whole night was alive. And then, the sky exploded. A level 4 aurora unfolded above us, rippling across the sky in green and purple waves. When the aurora finally faded, we lit a fire, warmed our hands, and tried to absorb everything we'd just seen. The next morning, a fresh coat of snow covered our igloo. We walked to breakfast through soft blue light, the whole resort quiet and frozen. A calm start to another Lapland day. Our next activity was a reindeer ride. Reindeer are calm, gentle, and somehow even more magical in the snow.
Some of our reindeers, they are very curious and they might be going a bit faster than
Thank you very much.
You're okay?
We rode quietly through the forest, first in snowfall, then under clear skies.
Thank you.
After the ride, we fed them lychee, their favorite treat, and warmed up inside another Lappish hut, listening to stories by the fire.
Yeah? Oh, okay, that's quick. Oh, nice.
They seem fine.
Yeah. Oh, we can use. Huh? Okay. I thought. Yeah.
On our final morning, we went on a second husky ride, a little rougher and longer than our first. This was even more exciting and still full of bright winter light and endless fields of snow.
This is very fast. Wow, okay, this is very fast.
Later that day, we headed out again, this time on foot.
Very pretty, yeah. It's worth going up the hill ridge.
As the light faded, we climbed higher.
Are you not freezing?
We didn't stay long, but standing there, frozen, exposed, it felt like the edge of the Arctic.
What's one of your memories of this holiday? Heating up my fingers in the cart to take a picture.
And just like that, it was time to head home. 3 days of snowshoeing, huskies, reindeer, snowmobiles, minus 27-degree wind, a cabin in the forest, and an unforgettable aurora night.
You can take it more.
That was our last evening in Lapland.